author of Webutation, which is a practical guide to taking your business online successfully. What I'm going to show you today is some pretty strong evidence to support that you need to make sure that your Webutation, or reputation if you still want to call it that, is strong and portrays your business or your service as trustworthy in the eyes of the searcher, which is basically your customer. Now, there's a lot of work that goes into finding information out. So what we've done is we've used some of the results that have been surveyed from other companies and made them available to you so we can explain things to you better. Now, the information, the market research, comes to us and is made available by Berkeley University, Marketing Land, Dimensional Research, Economic Journal, and Bright Local, who conducted the Local Consumer Review Survey in 2013. Now, let's get started and let's get you focused and thinking about this from the customer's point of view. All right? 3 services are virtually identical. Service number 1 has 3-star rating according to Google because it has 4 good reviews and 2 not so good reviews. Service number 2 has a 0 rating, doesn't have a rating at all, not mentioned by Google, and that is because there's no reviews whatsoever. Service number 3 has a 5-star rating, and that is because they have 6 5-star reviews. Now, the question I have for you is, which one would you use or buy? Now, I know what your answer is already, because so far, every time I've asked this question, 100% has been you would use service number 3. Now, why is this so? There's a few things you've got to consider here from the customer's point of view. What do they want? They want a good experience, they want a trusted company, and if they can't deal with the company first to find this out, they can certainly ask other people about it, and that is done by word of mouth in the offline world. Now, in the online world, the equivalent to word of mouth marketing is reviews, and Google are using them now to help them clean up the internet. How? Because a major game changer just recently in Google search results and all sorts of other things that Google is in is that the moment you put in a company name and it comes up on the search results, with the company name and location, you will see that company's reputation straight away. It's there for everybody to see. So basically, what I'm also saying is that SEO, cost per click, social media, all of those forms of marketing which used to be very, very important to get yourself up there and to get your customers, now don't work. You might be saying, hey, that's a big call, I'm spending thousands of dollars on this, but imagine this. You have a satisfied customer recommending your service to a friend, and they say, hey, go and see, say, John's Plumbing or Melbourne Dental, whatever the company might be, and they say, but at the moment I'm not quite sure what their address is, but you can find them on the internet, they're there. So this friend goes on the internet, does their research, and what comes up? Your company listing with a 2-star rating because you've got bad reviews, or a no-star rating because you've got no reviews. So how are they expected to trust you? And that is why I made that comment that none of those traditional methods work anymore unless you have a good reputation, and then it turbocharges everything. Totally turbocharges it. So let's get into the reasoning from the customer's point of view as to why this is so. Now, here is some research that was done by Berkeley University and was actually printed in the Economic Journal, and it was a study conducted by 2 economists, and they found that a simple half-star rating increase in a ranking or rating for a restaurant increased the restaurant's business during peak dining hours by 19%. Could your company do with an increase of 19%? And how much would that mean for you? Well, here we are in the how much it could cost you spreadsheet that we've just whipped together here, and the daily customer value. Now, let's say, for instance, you're talking about a restaurant. All right, the restaurant has obviously good meals. Average main course $35. If you're talking about having a customer in there that has a glass of wine, a starter, a mains, dessert, potentially coffee, let's not go into additional wines or anything like this, you could be talking about $80 to $90 in a reasonable restaurant. So let's say $90. All right. Now, how many daily customers would that restaurant have? Let's give it an average size, and let's say 40 customers. For dinner, we're talking about here. Now, over a year, they have missed out on almost $250,000 simply by letting that 19% slip through their fingers. Now, how much work does it take? Well, it takes an increase of half a star rating. Now, if that is the sort of results that are available for half a star increase, can you imagine, just think of this, the sort of increases that are possible for a business if they go from no rating whatsoever to a 5-star rating. The possibilities are endless. So let's delve further into this. The survey that was done asked this question here: would you be more likely to promote a local business to people you know if you could benefit personally from doing so? Now, notice the first group of results for 2011, 12 and 13. The yes has actually dropped. So people are not really looking to get compensated for reviewing and for passing on the information, right? And promoting. The no's are dropping as well. No, I wouldn't be more likely to if I get paid. So they don't even want to be bribed. They just want to get the message out there. Why? Because we want our friends, our acquaintances, our relatives, and anybody else that wants to listen to us to have a great experience. And we want to save them from having a bad experience. And that is why social media is so powerful at the moment. Just take a look at Facebook. Phenomenal. Right? And that's why reviews are so important. So let's take it a step further. Another question that was asked was, has reading these positive or negative reviews influenced your buying decision? 90% of people that have read positive reviews have said yes, it has influenced them. And 86% of people have said reading negative reviews has influenced them. So if reviews influence them and 86% were influenced by negative reviews, do you think you should be putting your best foot forward? Now, in this question here, how many times have you used the internet to find a local business in the last 12 months? Well, the first spike that you definitely see is the 2 to 5 times in 12 months. Doesn't sound like much, does it? But then when we look further across, we notice the 6 to 10 times has also had an increase. But look at this. The every month has had a great jump. So much so that if you take a look at it, it is actually about 51%, 52% growth. Taking it from 10% to about 16%. Now, one thing that you can also see on the left hand side of this graph is that the never has dropped significantly. It is amazing the way the trend is going. Now, from the following list they were asked, select the business type you have researched via the internet in the last 12 months. Obviously, big results for restaurants and cafes. Right? also big results and a big increase. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for increase, not results. Increase, to establish trends, to make sure that we get on the start of a trend. Doctors and dentists, big increase. Specialty shops like bike shops, garages and car dealerships, pubs and bars. Yes, we're very social, but we are also very conscious of beauty, hence the hair and beauty salon increases. Right? And here, tradesmen and plumbers, electricians, builders, all those sort of people are being searched for via the internet in the last 12 months. But by far, as you can see, the big winner here is hair and beauty salon. So basically, if you're in any of these industries, you should be concentrating and laser targeting your marketing funds towards reputation marketing and get ahead of the curve. Now, another question that was asked is, do you read online reviews to determine whether a local business is a good business? Well, there's a good increase there in yes, regularly. There is also an increase in yes, occasionally. And there is a marked decrease in no. So people are reading them regularly, more so than occasionally, to see if the local business is a good business and a trustworthy business. Now, another question was, how do online customer reviews affect your opinion of a local business? Now, we've sort of delved on this in another result, but here it shows a major increase in positive customer reviews make me trust a business more. That was the one that they ticked. Now, a decrease occurred in I read the reviews but they don't influence my decision, has had a decrease. And also, I don't take notice of online customer reviews has also had a decrease. Further evidence that it should be used. Now, how do online customer reviews influence your decision to using or selecting a local business? Well, start off on the left hand side. It's been a decrease in I tend to select a business based on other factors such as location and price is dropping. Also, there's been a marked drop in I read reviews but they don't influence my decision, which supports the previous reply or result. But there's been a nice increase in positive customer reviews make me more likely to use a local business. Now, here's another one. Do you trust online customer reviews as much as personal recommendations? This is all about trust. And there's a big increase in yes, if I believe the reviews are authentic. So people are starting to be a bit cautious. However, you've got to keep in mind that in just about every country that these things are used, there are also fines for people putting on false reviews. And if you want to put a review on a company, if they have a Google Plus account, you need to have an account yourself and be logged in first in order for you to place that review, hence making it more authentic. There's been an increase in yes for some types of businesses, no for others. And we saw that by the previous graph where I demonstrated or showed you the different businesses. And there's been a great fall in the no. You don't trust online reviews as much as personal reviews has dropping and dropping and dropping. Now let's get back to the businesses here. For which of these local business types does reputation matter the most when choosing a business? Well, huge importance in restaurants and cafe, same as in doctors and dentists, as well as in tradesmen like plumbers, electricians. Then we have the hotels, the bed and breakfasts, the guest houses, the builders, the roofers. The hair salons are there as well, but the garage and car dealers, very, very important. Now, which of these business types have you read online customer reviews for? Obviously, restaurants and cafes. They've gone from 46% up to 61%. That is a 15% increase. Doctors and dentists gone from 21 to 32, which is 11% increase. Hotels and guest houses gone from 22 to 27, which is a 5% increase. General shops even get a mention here. They've gone from 9 to 18%, basically doubling, an increase of 9%. Hair and beauty salons have gone from 9 to 17%, which is 8% increase. The tradesmen, the plumbers, the electricians have gone from 4 to 13%. Wow, that is a tripling. Garage and car dealers have gone from 6 to 12%. That's a doubling in importance. So, yeah, what can I say? If you're either a plumber or an electrician or any other form of tradesman, or you have a garage or a car dealership, you really need to take notice of this. Because people have virtually doubled and tripled, respectively, their searches for reviews about your type of business. Now, with any business, you need to know where you are so you can measure your progress, because anything that can be measured can be improved. And what I've done here is this URL here, this link to a page I've provided to you for establishing just that. It leads you to this page here where you can see a video on the left hand side that I'd like you to watch, which explains the importance of reputation marketing a bit more. And basically that's all I'm asking you to do there. Is there a possibility to do more on that page? Yes, there is. And that will be done by the action takers. And we all know in business, action takers get rewarded. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, it's been my pleasure bringing you some information that has come out of studies to show us the importance of reputation marketing, and that I was able to show you and hopefully convince you that it is reputation marketing that you should be doing first up. And if you're already doing some other forms of marketing, scale them back a bit and go towards reputation marketing to get your business established as a trustworthy business and have Google market your trust, your good reputation for free. My name is Wolfgang Hofbauer, and I'll see you next time. Take care for now.